you've been lied to, and you know you have been lied to. But getting someone to admit the truth isn't as hard as you think. Given the right circumstances, they will open up. And this is what I'm going to talk about in the video. You can get the truth out of someone. There's more than one way. It's not always verbal communication. It's also behavioral, facial expressions. Watch this video. Hey everyone, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So you want to get someone to admit the truth to you, even though you know they are lying. You can do this. All right, I'm going to be talking about these points in this video. Please know that I also go live on this channel at the end of every month, every Tuesday at the end of every month. Come on over, it's a vibe. Okay, so the first thing is you got to create a safe environment where this person is going to feel emotionally safe. All right, so you've got to make this person feel comfortable. Do you know what? I get it. You're probably really annoyed with them, or you're probably like really irritated by them, and you're thinking the last thing I want to do is this. Okay, but this will help you in order for this person to open up. Think about it. No one's going to come out there and tell you the truth if you're arguing with them, if you're blaming them, you're shouting at them. I know you're angry and I know you're really irritated, but you're going to have to control your emotions. Okay, and you're going to have to create this safe environment so that this person feels at ease. Remember, they're going to be weary of you because they're going to know that you want answers. So you've got to use a little, you've got to manipulate this a little bit. You've got to use a little bit of dark psychology to be able to create a safe space. And the next thing you've got to do is ask open-ended questions. You don't want someone just to tell you yes, no. You want this person to expand on things, okay? So what you have to remember is ask questions that are going to initiate a longer answer, where you can basically encourage the person to elaborate on their thoughts or certain things that they're thinking about. The next one, it means that you're going to have to listen actively. Don't interrupt them so much. Let this person talk. Remember, when this person feels at ease, you've created this safe space, you've asked a question, sit back and listen. You might, okay, look, they might tell you something that you don't want to hear, or they might tell you in a roundabout way. But if you sit back and listen to this person, because they're feeling at ease, they are just gonna, this stuff is just gonna roll off their tongue, okay? And that's how you do it. Don't judge, don't ask question on top of question, just let them talk. The other thing is, in order for them to kind of talk a little bit more freely, you've got to validate their feelings. I know that you probably don't want to do this because you're so angry at this person, you're so irritated, but you've got to create this space, because this person is not going to feel like they can open up, all right? Even if this is a toxic person, you can still manipulate the situation to get the answers that you want. The next thing, okay, I know this might be a little bit difficult, but you're going to have to provide evidence, because this person is going to say, well, how do you know this? How do you know that? You're going to have to provide evidence in some cases if you have it, okay? It will make your version of the events a lot stronger. You need to be able to express your concerns, all right? So after they've talked, after they've said all this, express your concerns in a non-confrontational way. Use I statements rather than, you're like this, you did this, da-da-da-da. No, use I statements. I feel like, I think this, you know, because then what you're doing is you're cleverly putting all of this back onto you and thinking, I thought this, I felt this. That person feels less likely that they are under attack, and they're more likely to answer more honestly. The other thing is you've got to give them time. You've got to let this unfold. Okay, sometimes people need time. Actually, most of the time, people need the space to be able to process their thoughts and their emotions. They need to be able to come to their own conclusions. All right, and I know, like with toxic individuals, they don't really do that. So if you are trying to get a truth out of a toxic individual, maybe these points might not all work. But I'm going to say to you is trust your intuition. You know, do you really need someone to validate, like, do you need that toxic person to validate it for you when you know that they're probably not going to be telling you the whole entire truth? So the thing is, maybe you might need to seek mediation, Or maybe you might need to accept that actually this person is like this, and do you really want to put so much energy and effort into trying to get the truth out of this person when they are so reluctant to do so? And this, what this says to me is that they don't want to grow in this connection, in this relationship. They don't want it to go anywhere. They just want you to comply. They want you to accept what has been said, and that's it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like they don't want it to go anywhere. They don't want it to grow. So if you are in a situation like that, how can you move forward? How can you try and work this out with this person? It's, do you know what? It's near enough impossible. And if that is the case, you're going to need to set boundaries. You can't let someone walk all over you. You can't let someone treat you like this. You can't let someone lie to you and betray you in this way. In the fact that they can't even tell you the truth, or they're not even willing to tell you the truth, all right? People who lie, all right, haven't got the guts to tell you the truth. And I know in some cases, maybe, yes, you really want to know, or you're really wanting to understand why this person has done that. But you see, sometimes you just have to let it lie, meaning you're not going to understand because this person is not going to give you the space, the energy, or the emotion to actually say to you, you know what, I did it like this, or this has happened, because they simply just have not got the bandwidth to do that. And people who are like this, it's like what I said, they're not willing to make this relationship work. They just want you to put all the work in and you just comply. But if you are wanting to get the truth out of someone, remember, this is about, first of all, understand, does this person, or is this person willing to make this work with you? Or is this person just going to say their same old stuff that actually doesn't make any sense? They're not willing to work this out or understand or validate your feelings. You've got to see whether it's actually worth trying to get the truth out of this person. If you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. And if you'd like to book one with me, please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.